Good day, good buddies, and welcome to another rip-roaring episode of Road to Miss RPG, where four friends with borderline ADHD get together virtually and kill each other mercilessly. Today, of course, you're joined by me, Road to Chris. We've got the illustrious editor-in-chief, as beautiful as the sun, Eleanor.
Thank you all.
We've got the man who's 80% beard, 20% lovely, Mr. Will.
Thank you.
And we've got the man with both the looks and the charm of a young John Oliver, Dave.
I hear that way too much.
And this week we'll be finally putting to bed the age-old, very real question that everyone's got burning a hole in their lips. Who would win between a gorilla and 100 people? Not just men. Stop being sexist. So, before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by me. I've got something I've been cooking up that I'm hoping to get my friends on here involved, which they don't know about yet, and also you guys. So it'll be a Kickstarter project, which will be going live very soon. And I'm going to give you a 10-second power pitch now. I'm going to give you a 2-second pitch after, and if it sounds interesting to any of you, then we can talk on the Roll to Chris channel. So 10-second power pitch. TTRPGT. The role-playing games teacher's tabletop. A tabletop system dedicated and built by educators for educators to use within their classroom.
Right,
That's my power. What do you guys think, Eleanor, Dave, Will?
Tell me slightly more than 10 seconds about it, because I'm interested.
Well, I'll do 20 seconds. So it'll be a full 20 adventurer with a scheme of work spanning 5 core skills. Literacy, numeracy, social skills, life skills, and the all-important 5th skill, creativity. And each of them will be a lesson objective with a starter, main, and plenary, and the main would be overcoming an adversary. It could be through combat, it could be through social play. And the mechanics are very, very simplified, kind of based on D&D, but my own span, and very, very simplified, very kid-friendly. And all of the dice and things will be big and fluffy and unswallowable, but made out of harm-free materials if they do get swallowed.
Pique my curiosity.
People in the audience, pique the curiosity, we'll talk about at the end. We'll do another, even slightly longer version.
Well, I look forward to talking about that more later. But for now, we have a question to answer. And before we can answer any kind of question, we need to spin that wheel, the first wheel we've made and the only wheel needed for this session. So, we're going to see which lucky duck gets to play the gorilla.
Who's it gonna be?
Well, I want to smash the meds in.
Oh,
Let's like Dave.
I knew that Dave wanted to be the gorilla.
I think we all wanted to be the gorilla, that's the secret. Because we all know how this is going to go.
Is there a prize this time? Because I might be a shoo-in.
I think that might be cheating, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there should be a prize if some of the villagers win.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There is a prize. It's a special prize.
Whenever we play werewolf, Dave is... Afterwards, Dave is always like, I just don't see the point unless I'm one of the werewolves. So I feel like this is the best thing that could have happened to you.
Come on, that's not entirely true. There's all the other fun roles, but if you're a villager, it sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, that is fair.
And we're essentially the villagers.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
are.
Yeah.
You're about to get werewolfed by a gorilla.
Yes, and it's time, of course, to find out who would win between a gorilla and 100 people. The way we're going to do that is I've adapted the ape stat block using things from the giant ape stat block. So it's all homebrew by me, and we've got a out of commoners NPC stat block provided again by me. You're welcome. Which will be in the description. We've decided to keep it true to the test and to the meme that's going around. We'll keep it unarmed strikes only, and of course the unarmed strike rules are that if you get hit, it's 1 plus your strength score. It's an NPC, it's a commoner, 0. So you're going to take 1 damage for each of them that hit you. The 3 of us are going to be playing as 33 commoners, because it's going to be 100. The person who is last, so whether that's me, Eleanor, or will have an all-important extra 1 HP, because they will be, obviously, make it the nice round 100. If the gorilla wins, the gorilla gets a prize. If all 3 of the people wins, it's going to be the person who's left with the most HP gets the prize. The prize, of course, as discussed, being a very cheap, very poorly produced, very funny gorilla costume from Temu. Other gorilla costumes are just not as cheap. So the stakes could not possibly be lower.
To be clear, we're not sponsored by Temu, but we don't mind being.
Do we endorse Temu on this channel?
I will take those Chinese yen all the way to the bank.
We don't all agree on fast fashion here.
I only buy from Vinted. Vinted, please sponsor us. Thank you.
That'd be great.
We're going to roll some initiative as the monsters with the gorilla using the gorilla's dex that I provided, and of course the humans with a 0 dex because they're 0 in every stat because they're commoners. So whatever you get is what you get. Should be a handsome gorilla coming on screen now, provided by iStock. All credits and license in reserve to the original stock image rights holder.
Whoa,
Right.
oh, that's a gorilla.
Obviously, as we start taking damage on the crowd, so with the commoners, the lovely royalty-free images, they will start getting smaller and smaller until they go away.
Gotcha.
33.
So, without further ado, let's get this going because I've got a jump on.
We just roll a d20, don't we?
D20 plus your dex.
I don't think we've
No
got
dex.
dex.
I do. I got dex.
No one cares, Dave.
Well, I do. With my dex.
I'm a gorilla.
I've got an
dex.
11.
I got a 5 and Chris
I'm a
got a 4.
villager and I've got an 18.
Oh, and I got an 11. Wah, wah, wah.
So far, going
Good luck.
strong for the villagers.
And it's going to come in hot. This gorilla. He's got the jump
Otherwise, it's not
on
going to
us, which does make sense because if a gorilla was in the woods with me, I think he would get the chance to attack first. They're pretty fast.
Okay, Gorley the gorilla. Which one are you, Chris?
That's a good question.
I'll let you figure it out. So,
Alright, I like the look of this this hillbilly looking mob over here in front
They're
of me.
so peaceful
Yeah.
and
No.
loving. You wouldn't attack them.
Are you? Seems odd that you're here, so I'm gonna go ahead and run directly at you.
Damn.
Ooh, although I only have 30 feet.
Oh,
Ooh, you're a bit far away from me.
you don't.
Yeah,
You've also got leap as a bonus action.
I have
You've
not
also got
read that
the
yet.
ability.
Okay.
As you can see, we're well prepared.
I'm gonna charge at you, and I'm going to whoever this guy is, and I'm gonna slam my big meaty gorilla hands into the first villager's face.
No, you don't need to do that. Make love, not war.
I'm gonna do that.
Can you do an impression of what that sounds like, Dave?
Yeah. I actually don't want that. Can you please take that out?
Why?
No, right, okay. So, to recap, leaping into them and smashing them twice with my fists. So, 2 attack rolls. Number 1's an 18 plus 5, and number 2 is 16 plus 5. I assume that hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 attacks. Right, I'm gonna do 2d8 plus 4 per roll. So, let's do 4d8 plus 8. Ooh. 17 plus 8 is... that's 25.
Ow. Okay.
Ow!
Yeah. Cool.
Very close.
Sick. I'm just gonna keep seeing as we already know what HP I'm at. So 25. So I've got what, 8 HP?
Yes, 8 guys left.
Somehow the gorilla swings its massive meaty fists and takes out 25 guys in 2 punches.
Oh.
That seems like a pretty reasonable.
Just to sum up what that means for you, Will. Obviously, as per the half of your people have just been taken out.
More than
Now-
half. So many of my people.
Not quite 3/4. I don't think. You now do 1 less HP of damage.
Sick.
Your attack.
Oh, it's so doomed.
Okay, so doomed, Will. I'm so sorry this has happened to you. I am
Yeah.
going to go my full 60 feet of movement and double dash to flank this. Here we are.
Very unfortunate.
Here I am, and that's the end of my turn, and I'm about to get
Woo.
absolutely murked as well. Don't you worry.
I think that where I went wrong was choosing the prettiest picture for my mob, and that I should learn.
You shouldn't have attracted it.
It
So
attracted the gorilla.
it's because of what you were wearing.
But what were you wearing?
It looks like
Why was it your...
cowboy hats mostly.
Yeah, that's very
It's 'cause it's
provocative.
not
Will.
first, so obviously, the gorilla would go for the guy holding a gun.
It's not a gun. It's not even a stick. Actually, it's just a mirage. I'm completely unarmed. Ah, yippee. So How does attacking work as a mob? I don't actually know.
What you're going to do is you're going to roll 1d4.
1d4.
That's how many attacks you're going to make.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get an extra attack because we're surrounding. Is that right?
4, baby.
You get nice.
You get 5 attacks with the potential to do a massive 15 HP to this gorilla.
So now what do I do?
Well, now you're rolling 5 different attacks at advantage.
I'm rolling 10d20.
Yes.
There we go. So
So the
first
first
one
was
misses.
8.
Second one is a
Second
9.
one was a 9.
What?
Nope, misses.
Third one is a 13.
Do
Oh
you have
wait,
any pluses to that?
do I not have any pluses to that? Chris, do we have pluses? I have +2 to hit. Ah, it's a 15.
Plus, yes,
I've got a hit.
that one hits.
I've got a 14
That hits.
and I've got an 8.
And that's it.
Okay, so 2 hits.
That hits.
That's 6 HP? Yes, okay.
Chris?
We're learning.
Yippee! And Will, can you do an impression of what your mob is doing to this gorilla, please?
Just kind of like trying to stop it from beating the rest of us into a pulp. As most of them are just lying on the floor, like it's just the weak, cowardly ones who are at the back who didn't get brutalized by the initial gorilla smash. It's not going well for my little group.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
The gorilla looks mad.
It's my turn. And
Yes.
as you'll notice from the picture, my crowd are predominantly Karens.
Oh yes, they are.
I demand to speak to your manager! And that's all they can do, because it's double dash. And then I'm done.
Sick.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, gorilla round 2, and he could go for any of us here.
He could. I am, however,
No.
not going to let you win another prize, Will, so I am going to finish off the last few of you. Again, another just massive swing of the meaty gorilla arms.
Probably only need the 1 fist attack, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I can attack twice, can't I, actually? So yeah, let's just do 1 for now, and let's see if we can finish you off. Oh, nice.
Oh.
And at 20.
Fuck off.
I'm really glad you used that on the first one.
Yeah. So,
Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm just confirmed dead with my 8 HP.
yeah, well, it's already like 2. It's already 16 minutes.
Yeah.
If you don't do an impression of how you do it, Dave, could you colour us in with a few verbal details of what it looks like, what you're doing, please?
Yes, of course. The gorilla swings and weirdly long arms, and all of his men are just lined up in a row, perfect semicircle, and it just chins all of them as he goes past them. And they all comically just flop to the ground. There's a series of and then they...
Is it like on the Matrix?
Yes, that's exactly it.
Matrix 2.
I just want to be the guy that points out that we've been setting up for this for like an hour and a half, and Will got to pay for like 8 minutes.
It's cool, bro. I got 1 turn in. Never count me out.
Don't worry, that
There won't be many more turns, Will, don't worry.
It's okay. You've still got a second fist attack.
Oh yes, do your fist attack, Dave.
Yeah, these Karens are going to get it.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, one fist attack.
And there's no collusion to try and work out which villager left with the most HP.
That is a 10. Does that hit you guys?
Meets beats.
Meat
beats.
Alright, 2d8 plus 4. Let's do this. Okay, 8 plus 4, 12.
12 of you guys are gone, man.
My lady.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna remain within range of you, and then I'm gonna roll my d4. My d4 says that I've got 2 attacks, but I get 3 because I'm surrounding the animal.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to slap that bitch up. There's going to be teeth involved. There's going to be biting. There's going to be a lot going on. I've also got
Through the
advantage.
You're going to be biting through the cover.
Yes, exactly. So that's my first one. It's a 17. Does it hit? 17 plus 2, 19, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's my second one. Ooh, a nat 20. Does it hit?
Nice. It definitely hits.
Good. And my third one is a 16, 17, 18. Does it hit?
Yep.
So that's 3 hits and 1 is on double damage. Not double damage, but like full damage plus damage, right?
Yeah.
Good. So the first one, 5 per hit.
5 per hit.
And then another one, 10, because of the nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 20 points of damage.
Jesus
Nice.
My COVID mask wearing mob at the moment are looking like the most ferocious mob. These are the guys that stormed the Capitol. These are the guys that tried to reclaim control. These are the guys that got so much anger in them, more than a farmer mob. Even more than a mob of Karens.
Political, I love it.
Well, first off, my Karens will shout, I swear I will leave a bad review. And then they will try to attack.
This zoo is going to tank in the ratings on TripAdvisor.
Oh, yes.
Big.
It's max attack.
So that was a 4 rolled. That's max attack. So he gets an extra 1 for surrounding.
Okay.
2d20 plus.
Yes, the first one hit.
One's a hit.
Yep. Hit.
16 hits.
Hit.
Miss.
Miss. So 3 hits, 3 lots of 3, it's a massive 9.
3 lots of 5, no?
5, it's a massive 15.
Nice. Awesome.
Okay. Ooh, Gorilla is looking a bit on the sorry side currently.
What, bloody?
I think we're gonna win.
Yes, he's half blooded.
Ooh! Top of the cows and the cover denies of the world.
Okay, right. So, my Gorilla gonna move 1. Still in combat. 2. Still in combat, but no longer flanked. 3. So Eleanor, you get an attack of opportunity at me, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I've just rolled a 6 and I missed my attack of opportunity.
Excellent, because the gorilla is gonna pick up a boulder from the ground that was happily lying next to him and toss it as hard as he can at your guys.
No.
You make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Yes, that's just a d20, isn't it? I just rolled and I got an 18 for
Nice.
my dexterity saving throw.
Your villagers are weirdly dexterous and most of them manage to get out of the way. However, you will take off damage. So, let's do this. 5d6.
5d6.
Yeah. 19 minus half. So that is 10. Only 10 damage.
10 damage for Eleanor. So as the boulder approaches them, they basically make like what can only be described as a circle of death, and they just like spread out around, and most of them get out of the way, but some of them get knocked down and they go like this. Ow!
Not at all what I thought Boulder Crush sound would be like, but I'm down. The villagers are enjoying it.
They're not villagers.
They're not.
They're fierce representatives of their country and state.
Their village.
The proud
Okay, Chris, get ready for a fist. 12 plus 12 hit. Excellent. 2d8 4 plus 4. 14 damage.
My Karens have been reduced by by 4/5. I'm now a fifth of a Karen.
Oh, you're a fifth of a Karen. Okay, good.
1, 2,
That
4.
negatively.
Right. Is making its way around you to put you in between the other villagers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, my turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, anti-vax mob. Go.
Anti-vax mob. Come on, man. He still got this. Okay, I'm gonna slap you, silly. Ha ha ha. That's why I assume they said 2 attacks for Eleanor. I'm gonna bite, I'm gonna chew, I'm gonna slap. I might even do a little bit of nipple cripple.
Yeah, it's got him.
He has got his nipples out. That's true. So I'm just gonna roll 2 d20s. 1 misses, and the second one does not miss. The second one hits, so that is 5 points of damage.
Pick me up.
Pew pew pew, bitch.
Alrighty. Gorilla is a little blooded.
Go on,
Remaining
Chris.
Karens will say, but I gave this business so much of my money! And they will attempt to gather what's left of their power, make pretty much final stand, as all Karens would. The battle cry of, I've been waiting in line for 15 minutes! Oh, I'm going to get a single attack.
Go for it.
I'm going to obviously move so that I can get advantage since it's going to be my last one. I can do that because I'm going to stay obviously in melee with you. Move to there. I'm going to make 1 attack with advantage. 2d20, 2d20 plus 2.
Does hit?
13
Yep,
plus
does hit.
2. Because I'm at less than 1/4 of the amount of total commoners, you get a massive 2 HP taken off you.
A real paper cut.
Ooh. What do they use? What do
How are they
they?
doing it?
What are they doing?
I mean, obviously Karen slaps, right?
Oh yeah.
Slap. One on the behind, one on the face.
It's a little bit of perhaps vicious mockery as well.
Mm.
Viciously writing an angry email.
Yeah, you got angry email damage. I believe the Karen might be checking out.
Yeah.
Karen's checking out, I'm afraid. Right, let's hit this Karen. See how it do. 7 plus 5 damage. Hit, sorry.
Damage.
That's 1d8. And another d8. That's 16 plus 4. 20 damage.
Well, you needed 5, so good job.
I like Karen's. The one that slaps him on the butt gets a face ripped off.
Fair.
Excellent.
We do not do undesired sexual contact in this show.
No, we don't.
That was not consent.
Mm-mm.
Alright,
Just like a Karen.
Karen. However, 5 plus 5 to hit. Does it hit?
It does. Meets it, beats it.
Oh, genuine. Okay. 2d8. 9. Yes, 9 damage.
And 9999. Okay, that is.
Still standing.
I'm bloodied, yes, I'm bloodied. So a lot of them have gone down. I'm going to do a little speech. A lot of us are down, but it's better to die from this than a fake virus, hey? And then I do my d4. Oh, I got 4. I got all 4.
Nice.
And then I'm going to do no flanking. I'm just going to do 4 d20s. And I got 2 crit fails. And a 2 and a 5. I think if I'd rolled well at that point, I would have been fairly decent. But I think this might have just cost us the game, my friends.
You really could have shot me down.
Don't forget, as the last commoner crowd standing, you get the 1 extra HP for being the 100th man person.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
That's true. And what were you saying, Dave?
I was saying that with a full 4 hits, you could have whittled me down fairly close.
Oh, I still would have.
Yeah.
I still would have. Okay.
You
Well,
could have
I've got to add my 1 HP now, so actually I've got 15 left.
Alright.
That's what you're trying to get. Basically, I didn't hit you at all, did I? Just now.
No, you did not. So he's just gonna wail on you.
Mhm.
A 7 plus 5 and an 8 plus 5.
Yep.
And both hit.
Yeah, they both hit.
Alright.
They do.
48. Let's do this.
Yep. Okay.
17 plus.
We are dead, and we
Oh,
go down
down.
in a pool of blood. Blub, 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 blub. Well done, Mr. Gorilla.
Would you believe-
What's our summary going to be?
Who could have ever seen that coming?
There's been a lot of debate online about who would win between a gorilla and 100 men, and we have definitively answered the question. The gorilla would win, but the angry COVID deniers would not be far behind.
Yeah. If you're an angry COVID denier, you should be pleased with this result.
Yes.
If you're a Karen, you should be mediumly pleased because you did do better than the hillbillies.
And if you're a farmer, just don't fuck with a gorilla.
If you're a farmer, don't fuck with a gorilla. Good. There's nothing stronger than a COVID denying mob except for a gorilla.
Yeah.
In the next battle, find out who would win: the bear, a man, or a gorilla. In the woods.
Or a lady lost in the woods.
Or a lady lost in the woods.
You do a persuade off to see which one the lady will go with.
Actually, yes, we should. Have you just discovered all these buttons, Chris?
Yes.
Yeah, Chris has rediscovered this now.
Chris, you're being an absolute fucking menace. Can you just calm down?
I'm pretty sure I still have this muted from the first time you discovered the soundboard and just kept clicking buttons until I was like, okay, that's getting turned off now.
Thank you very much for watching that. We've all learned a thing or two. I know I certainly have. Obviously, I promised a 2-minute full pitch of my RPG TTT. And so, for our final hurrah of the evening, I will do that. RPG TTT, the Teacher's Tabletop, an educational device, a TTRPG system developed by educators for educators to use within the classroom. It will be a very simple 5-lesson idea with numeracy skills, literacy skills, life skills, social skills, and creativity skills. This will be a 20 mini adventure with a starter, main, and plenary, which would all be overtaken by a single enemy. Could be social, it could be combat. To have the combats, it will be a very simple 3-attribute system. 1 to represent magical prowess, 1 fighting prowess, and 1 guile, charisma, with 5 main classes, each giving you bonuses in those. A wizard, a rogue, cleric, a bard, and a fighter. Because it's for educators, there'll be 2 versions. There'll be a completely free version, and there'll be a pay-for version, hence the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter would only be for things like your arts, but I want to do a full game board so that people can move around themselves, but I'll do that. Just an A4 page for the free version, and I'd have loads of lovely art and colours for the paid version. And the paid version would come with big fluffy dice and counters to track HP. HP, much like we just did there, would be very simple. One hit, you get 1 hit count taken away. You get 3, player has 1 extra. Couldn't be any simpler. It's for education, so in order to make the kids feel awesome and good, it would be a power leveling system, so each of the different adventures would end at a level, and they'd get new skills. They'd also get a sticker to say that they'd completed that 1 level.
And will there be like math, English, and things related challenges?
Yeah, so there'd be the 4 skills, well, literacy, numeracy, life, and social skills, would all have 5 different adventures within.
Who is it for? Is it for use in lessons or use like for kids who want to get into D&D?
For educators to use as part of their curriculum or to replace their curriculum. Or at the end of the day, when everyone's getting a bit tired, you can bust out this. Or that all dreaded wet play time. Could be a lovely game to play for everyone at wet play.
And for the Americans in the audience, wet play is when it's raining outside and we can't go outside. Nothing nefarious.
Happens a lot in the UK.
Yeah, it's a massive problem here. Everyone hates it. But this way, people could love it. Wouldn't that be novel and good?
That sounds great, yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was 5 minutes of the 2 minutes promised. So, as I say, the full outline of that and the draft of the A4 pages for the free versions will be available on World of Chris. Should you be interested in on those, check it out, find it there. Link will be in the description. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, subscribe, make comments nice and as sexually charged as possible. Thank you very much for your time. Much love.